YouTube? My name is Devin. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about 7 things that you should look for in the right person. And the last one is questions to ask yourself in each dating stage. And there's 4 dating stages. So let's get into it. Number 1, emotional maturity. A guy who is not emotionally mature, the only emotion he knows is anger. He cannot communicate his emotions effectively. He doesn't talk about his feelings. He doesn't talk about his past traumas. If you guys are running into an issue, he never expresses how he's feeling. He doesn't understand what sadness means. He's emotionally unavailable. And as women, we need someone who is empathetic towards our feelings. Number 2, openness. He needs to be open. Just like I said, he's not open about his past. He's not open about his past traumas. He's not open about anything. And sometimes it could be you. Like, are you throwing things back in his face whenever he does open up to you? Or do you not listen to him whenever he is trying to open up to you? Because a lot of times with a guy, if he feels like if he opens up to you and it's going to get thrown back in his face in an argument, he normally will not open up to you ever again. You really need to build that trust with him in order for him to be open. He needs to be comfortable with you. Number 3, he needs to be respectful and sensitive. Again, being empathetic, being respectful towards you, opening up your door, paying for dates, buying you flowers, saying sweet things to you. When you are having a bad day, he needs to be sensitive to your feelings. And if you need time and space away from everyone, he needs to respect that. Number 4, independent. If he's living with his mama in the basement, girl, he's not independent. If he don't have a car, girl, he's not independent. They always talk about, I want an independent woman. Well, guess what? I want an independent man. I used to date a guy who lived with his mama. Like, what? And relied on her financially. No, you do not want that. You want a guy who's independent, because in the end, once you get married and you have kids, you want someone who you could rely on, who's gonna help you, who's gonna pull some weight. Number 5, empathetic. He needs to be empathetic towards your feelings, towards your boundaries. If he's not empathetic, then he's emotionally unavailable. He's literally a robot. Number 6, physically affectionate. Now, most guys are physically affectionate. A lot of guys' love languages are physical affection. I used to date a guy who did not want to hold my hand in public. He didn't want to hold my hand in public. You want to know why? This was in Washington Heights, and a lot of people know each other in Washington Heights. He was probably talking to some other girls at the same time he was talking to me. And if he's seen holding hands with me in public, then so-and-so's grandma is probably going to tell so-and-so's mother, and she's going to find out that he's being a two-timer. But yeah, he never wanted to hold my hand in public. And number 7, he needs to be funny. Girls love funny guys. I mean, just look at Pete Davidson. He is picking up all these women. Kim Kardashian, Ariana Grande. Who else has he dated? I don't know, but he's funny, he's humorous. Girls like to laugh. Girls like men who are funny and can have a good time with. So these are the 7 things that you need to look for in a guy. Now that you know the 7 things to look for in a guy, I'm gonna tell you the 4 stages for finding the right person. Stage 1, first contact, most likely online dating. Stage 2, after the first date. Stage 3, after you've been dating for a while. Stage 4, when you are in a committed relationship. Now these are the questions that you have to ask yourself in each stage. So I'm gonna go over all of them. Stage 1, first contact. Ask yourself, am I having fun chatting with this person? Are we having a good time? Is the conversation flowing naturally, or does it feel forced? Are they being attentive? Are they paying attention to what I'm saying? Am I telling them something and they're just completely overlooking it? Am I trying to get to know this person and they seem to just not care, or to not respond in a timely manner? And also, another part to that, are they being attentive without going overboard? Because some guys love to love bomb you. They want to send you all these sweet nothings. They tell you that they love you within the first month or 2. So you want a guy who's attentive, but also you gotta watch out for those guys who are love bombing you. Do you want to get to know them better? Are they someone that you see yourself with long term? Now stage 2, after the first date. So you've chatted with him, you've been talking to him, he asked you out on a date, y'all go on a date. The date ends, you're driving home. These are the questions you have to ask yourself. Was there chemistry? Did you feel that, again, that the conversation was flowing in person? Like, the conversation might have been flowing over text messages, but it's different when you're sitting in front of that person and having a live conversation. So is that chemistry flowing? How did he treat you, and how did he treat the people that you guys interacted with? So was he nice to the waiter, or was he fussing at the waiter? Was he upset that the waiter was taking forever to bring him his ketchup or ranch for his salad or his french fries? Pay attention to not only how they treat you, but how they treat the people that you've been interacting with. Did they pay attention to you, or did they pay attention to their phone? Unless there was an emergency, there's no reason for the guy to be on his phone texting or swiping on TikTok or going on Instagram or messaging his friends and his family. His attention needs to be on you. And if he's already not being attentive and he's on his phone during the first date, imagine how he's gonna be once you've been dating for like a month or 2 or for a year. Stage 3, now this is after after you've been dating for a while, a couple of months, 3, 4, 5 months, ask yourself, does my partner and I have similar values? Do we have the same goals when it comes down to how we see marriage and how we see a family and how we're going to raise our kids? Do we have the same religious backgrounds? Do we believe in the same thing? Do you believe in spanking children or do you not believe in spanking children? How do you believe in raising your kids? Now, this is one conversation that I had with my fiance is I'm the type that I will probably more than likely spoil my kids. I'm the type that will probably be like, oh, I'm gonna buy them all these things. I'm gonna get them whatever they want. And he's like, no, they gotta work for it. They gotta work for it. They want those new J's, they gotta work. So that's like one thing that we had to really sit down and talk about. What are your goals in this relationship? And are you guys on the same page with getting to that goal? Ask yourself, like after like 5 or 6 months of dating that person, you should know if it's their end goal for marriage. Because if you're dating someone for months and you don't know if he wants to get married or not, if he believes in marriage or not, you've done wasted your time. So ask him, like, do you want children? Do you want to get married? Do you want to buy a house or do you prefer to rent? Do you like to go on vacations and travel? Like, how do you like to spend your money? Do you like to spend your money on more material things or do you like to spend your money on more experiences? My fiance and I, we don't like to spend our money on material things. We like to spend our money going on vacation, doing couples massages, getting our nails done, trying out new restaurants. That's the things that we like to spend our money on. Other people might like to spend their money on more of things like clothes and shoes and makeup. And then finally, stage 4, you're in a committed relationship. Ask yourself, do you feel loved and valued in this relationship? Does he make you feel loved? Does he make you feel safe? Do you feel valued? Do you feel like if anything were to happen that he would put you first? Does he do romantic things for you? Does he still take you out on dates? Does he go to the Walgreens and buy you a Snicker bar and a card that says how much he loves you? Does he plan like little picnic dates? Is he doing that? And then also, can you see this being a meaningful relationship? Now that you know the psychological reasons as to why you keep choosing the wrong person and 7 things to look for in the right person, and then also questions to ask yourself in each dating stage, I hope this has been helpful to all of you. And I hope now that you will find the man of your dreams and someone who you are compatible with and who is going to love you and someone you do not have to fight for love. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I post every Wednesday at 12 o'clock Central Time. I hope all of you have a wonderful, blessed day, and thank you so much for coming to my video. With love.